Hi, my name is Aditya Srivastava. I'm a founder of a creative agency called Advist Global and a luxury street style men's brand called Nooob Lifestyle. So I was from a batch of 2016 to 2020 B.Tech Computer Science graduate. I think Galgotias has very crucial part in what I am today. Because my first idea, the first business that I did was from the university itself, right? And if I would have not been provided a kind of infrastructure, I think that idea would never come into a picture, right? So I was a member of a camp circle. I was basically a coordinator, right? And the first business was into a photography. Now, how that idea got really generated is when I was doing photography across, the college with different events. I realized, okay, this is something that I can, do as a profession, and I can also monetize this business, right? And that's eventually, where the first journey of stepping into startup began, the first journey of being an entrepreneur, right? So again, it all thanks to all the infrastructure, all the different societies and clubs that Galgotia has. The main problem, what I believe, is making a team. I think finance was very secondary for me because I was able to generate revenue, good people to be, in my team, and it's very hard to find, good people. So eventually that was something challenging. But later, as soon as I got experience and we were growing old, right? We really found those kind of people who did wonder for us, right? And this eventually it was solved. So when I launched my clothing brand, I thought I wanted to be perfect, right? I was a perfectionist, so everything I wanted is to be 100% perfect. But I invested across like 1 CR, building up the inventory, building up, doing a kind of a perfect launch, and it was entirely bootstrap, right? But later I realized is clothing industry is not something that how it works. In the entire D2C space, there are only 10% of the product that makes actually 90% of your revenue, right? So we went to a lot of dead stocking. There were designs that were selling crazy, but there were also a lot of designs which was not selling at all. But what I realized is if I would have played smartly, gone step by step, I would have saved a lot of amount, which eventually I could invest later. But anyhow, I heard in a hard way. But yeah, I worked on it, and eventually we solved it. There's no perfect definition for success, right? I think success, what eventually mean is when you look at the mirror and you're proud of yourself and you make proud of your family and your friends. That's eventually what success is at the end of the day. It's not only about making money, living dream life. Definitely that is super important. But yeah, I think that will be my shortest form of success, that you be happy, your family is happy, your friends are happy, and eventually I think I would have realized that I can do it, right? There are a lot of times I felt worthless. I felt like I cannot do anything in my life. I'm just a noob. That's the reason I named my brand Nooob, right? That I did not have confidence. I did not know what to do. But as soon as I start working on it, I realize I can do everything, right? And that's how the transition it has been now, from being a noob to being a pro. Is all about the confidence that I accepted I am noob. I accepted that I do not know a lot of things at this moment, but I also accepted that if I start doing it, I can make it something.